welcome to Movies I Watched in 2020, the final edition. Of course, before I go into the analysis, which is coming soon. So, I started off December, and I'm not going to count this one as part of the viewing, with Aliens 3, the Assembly Cut. I watched Aliens 3 earlier in the year, so I really can't classify that as the start movie. But, first one really, starting on number 226, is Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies. It's been a long while since I've seen this film. I love Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies. Watched it on Amazon. Absolutely superb film. One of my all-time favourite comedies. Went on a bit of I'm a big fan of Shane Black. So I last got hold of The Last Boy Scout. It's been like, I keep saying this, about 30 years since I watched it. But Last Boy Scout, wow, completely, I prefer it now than I watched it years ago. Really, really good film. Bruce Willis, I think it's Damon Wayans, if I remember right. Like I said, I'm recording this in January, so Alien Resurrection. It's been a long while. I tried to watch this a while ago, switched it off. I saw this at the cinema. Alien Resurrection is still as bad as when I saw it in the 90s. I really don't like Alien Resurrection. The weak spot. Mulan. I went to Disney Plus. I wasn't going to pay the premium, so it's now on Disney Plus for all of us who just pay the standard price. Enjoyable film. Not brilliant with the star power in it. I expected something to be like on the lines of the other Disney photorealistic live action movies. Not impressed, and I hate to say it, really do. Even with a nice little cameo, and of course Donnie Yen's in it, so still just didn't. Cliffhanger. Love Cliffhangers. Like, it is my favourite standard action movie. I absolutely love it. Love Actually, it's been a while since I've seen it. I appreciate it more now, but I just don't think I think many of the characters are actually likeable. So that's always been my problem with Love Actually. I love Richard Curtis as a writer, and it's Christmas. As of December, as I said, I'm recording this in January. GoldenEye did it for our High Ground podcast, which is coming soon. That's my little shout out for the High Ground podcast. Speed. Not much of a Keanu Reeves fan outside of Bill and Ted, but hadn't seen it in years. Jan de Bont director. Love Twister. So, Speed. I actually prefer it now. Yesterday. One of my favourite films the last few years. Beatles. Kid wakes up after having a bike accident in a world where no one remembers the Beatles. Superb film. If you haven't seen Yesterday, go watch Yesterday. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope was when I was growing up. It's just Star Wars. So, yeah, perfect film. Notting Hill. I love Notting Hill. It's my all-time favourite romantic comedy. Police Academy. I love it, when you look online, you say, where was this all filmed? Filmed in Toronto. So, Police Academy, a film from my childhood, and, Love and Sex. I found it on Amazon Prime. Only watched it because it had Famke Janssen and Jon Favreau in it. Really didn't like the film, absolutely. Ugh. My least favourite Jon Favreau film I've watched. Wonder Woman 1984. Got lucky to see it in the cinema in 3D. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. It's not this, I preferred the original, the other Wonder Woman, but I can't say anything bad about it because it's got some great set pieces. Pedro Pascal's brilliant, of course, Gal Gadot, and no end credits, but there's a nice little mid-credits thing that made me walk out the cinema going, I really can't wait to get this on Blu-ray. It was enjoyable. It was just this nice little, and the way that they bring Steve Trevor back, it doesn't do anything to the continuity and to the character itself, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman's art. But like I said, the mid-credits is what had me leaving the cinema going, yeah, this is really, really good. So, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. I started watching it while I was waiting to do something else and ended up finishing watching it. I love Episode 8, Last Jedi. It's one of my favourite Star Wars movies. Rian Johnson, superb direction, superb story. I know a lot of people don't like it, but Luke's arc to me is perfect. And so, Tomorrow Never Dies. This is starting a bit of a James Bond thing. So, I love the film, and it's what I really wanted my fiancée to watch. So, I like the villain, I like the story. It's a bit dated with the whole print media and everything now, and it's also kind of like a point with what media and the news can do. So Tomorrow Never Dies, it's my second favourite of the Brosnan movies. I think after Tomorrow Never Dies it kind of all goes a bit downhill for him for the last two. A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. I saw that at the cinema. I love the film, and because it was the holiday seasons I had to watch it is still superb after all these years, and I'd probably say it's my favourite Christmas movie, holiday season movie, depending on what you're looking. Elf, watch it because it's Jon Favreau. I know everybody raves about Elf, but you know, it's only the second time I've watched it. Better than the first time I watched it, but still not a fan of it. Harold and Kumar escape from Guantanamo Bay. Like I said, I love Harold and Kumar, so we went on a bit of a Harold and Kumar binge. And we didn't do it in order, because Escape from Guantanamo Bay, absolutely hysterical. I love those movies. Cal Penn, John Cho, spot on. For Your Eyes Only, I can't remember watching it originally, but it's worst soundtrack of all the James Bond films. It's not a bad story though. I enjoyed it, but it's just not brilliant. Probably the weakest of, in my opinion, of the Roger Moore films. It's a Wonderful Life. I've dodged this bullet for years, but I eventually watched it on Christmas Eve, and superb film. Blew my mind. It's a lot, not what I thought it was going to be, because you see a lot of stuff, you just see the clips. But after going on a bit of James Stewart, Alfred Hitchcock binge at the start of the year, It's a Wonderful Life. Absolutely superb film, and I will eventually get this on Blu-ray because I really want to do all the research into it. But if I remember right, Frank Capra directed, and of course, like I said, James Stewart, superb film. Can't believe it took me all these years to actually watch it. Die Another Day, I last got it on Blu-ray and it had a digital copy, so I watched it, and it's still terrible. It is a terrible film. It's Austin Powers 4 in my opinion. Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Seriously, why can't you get this on physical copy anyway? I love this film. Sorry, I'm thinking of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Return of the Killer Tomatoes. I got the Arrow Blu-ray. Yes, Return of the Killer Tomatoes we watched, not Attack. Return of the Killer Tomatoes, Arrow Blu-ray, all singing, all dancing version, and absolutely love this film. One of George Clooney's first films. It's superb. It's just a shame you can't get Attack anywhere physically. Return of the Killer Tomatoes is one of these. The character of Igor in it made me laugh my ass off. I'm sorry. If you like films like Elvira, you'll love this. 200 now on the 249th film, which is The Burbs, the work print. I'm classifying this as a separate movie. It's actually an extra again on the Arrow film, which The Burbs is just great. It's got more Carrie Fisher in this one, so I loved it, and I just think I saw The Burbs at the cinema, and watching The Burbs work print, a different cut of it. It's superb. I loved it, and it's a nice compliment to the theatrical cut of The Burbs. It's slightly different ending, but if you like The Burbs and you like that sort of thing, like I said, another great Arrow video release. So 250, it was going to be the 251, but I started watching it just to see what it was like, and we ended up with We Can Be Heroes on Netflix. Proof that Robert Rodriguez can actually make a really, really good film, a children's film. I would say good film. He made loads of great films. I'm a bit of a Rodriguez fan, but he can make a great children's film, and I like I like the character arcs. I think it's a really, really good film, and of course Pedro Pascal's in it. And they're greenlighting a sequel, so We Can Be Heroes on Netflix. Really, really good children's films. I really, really enjoyed it, and it's like I said. I like the original. I like the three Spy Kids films. They kind of went off the rails with the kids films with Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and this. If you've seen the trailer, Shark Boy and Lava Girl are actually in this. And it's actually a genuinely good children's film with a good moral to it. So if you get a chance, watch it, even if you don't like Rodriguez's children's outlay. We Can Be Heroes is a genuine. You could watch. I look forward to see where they go with the sequel. And I ended the year on my 251st film, which is kind of a tradition with us celebrating the life of Debbie Reynolds, with Singing in the Rain. I absolutely love this film. I love watching it. I'm just looking for where they did the edits. It's cinema at its best. It's one of these films if they ever release, and we get lucky enough to get a theatrical re-release, I would go see it on the big screen, because this is a perfect musical in my honest opinion. The set pieces are superb. The story, which is what blew me away, because I only started watching this about 3-4 years ago, and it's kind of a tradition for us that we celebrate the life of Debbie Reynolds. During the holiday seasons. So and of course her daughter. So Singing in the Rain is like a yearly thing we do for us. So I ended up on 251 films, which was more films I ever planned on doing in 2020, but with everything that's gone on, so we've got one more which I'm going to be doing very soon, which is the analysis. Hope you liked my viewing of the year, and if hopefully it'll inspire you to maybe watch some of the films that I've watched. I'm CVW, that's been my films of 2020. See you all soon.